Sure, they were left with no alternative.
Those two shootings happened within miles and hours of each other. In both cases, police say the men were armed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. We start tonight with new details into the deadly shooting that rattled a typically quiet Lake St. Louis neighborhood. It happened last night on Fox Bridge Court. Our Robert Townsend joins us now from our newsroom with new information from police. Robert.
Mike, tonight I talked to the police chief for the Lake St. Louis Police Department about the shooting that involved several of his officers and one man. On Monday, Boulevard Park in Lake St. Louis was once again typically quiet, but Sunday morning officers went there after a couple of callers reported a man fired at least 8 gunshots into the ground at the St. Charles County Park. Chief Chris D. Giuseppe says by the time officers arrived, the suspect, 27-year-old Wesley Ingram, was gone.
And they located some shell casings up there and subsequently throughout the day continued to investigate.
Hours later, police used surveillance video and tracked Ingram down at his home on Fox Bridge Court.
We located him on a porch. The subject came out of the residence with 2 handguns. Had one tucked in his belt.
Officers tried to disarm the man.
As officers approached him, he reached for one of the handguns. A struggle ensued.
The chief says officers tased Ingram, but he kept fighting with officers and waving a gun at them.
He continued to attempt to point the handguns at officers. One of our officers fired. He was wounded.
Police rendered aid to Ingram in an ambulance, but he later died at a hospital. A police officer who has 12 years experience with the Lake St. Louis Police Department suffered a minor hand injury. The officer was treated and released from the hospital. Police say the suspect lived at the home with his mother. They also say 2 bullets he fired hit the walls of the porch.
We believe the subject suffers from some mental illness, and I believe that we've had other contacts with him.
The officer who shot the man is now on routine paid administrative leave. Now, the St. Charles County Regional Critical Incident Response Team is now investigating the shooting. Lake St. Louis Police will also conduct an internal investigation.
And just hours before in O'Fallon, Missouri, an officer-involved shootout left a gunman dead. Today, police identified 34-year-old Douglas Alan Phipps as the suspect who fired shots at O'Fallon City Hall's clock tower. That led to a chase that ended in a nearby neighborhood. Neighbors in the Royal Oaks subdivision tell us they heard at least 8 to 15 gunshots. A mother says she was outside with her kids putting up Christmas lights when she saw what was happening.
My kids were out here, so I told them, I said, go inside, lock the doors because it's a dead-end street. If anything happens, he's going to possibly flee on foot.
Police say Phipps was carrying a shotgun and pointed it at officers. No officers were hurt in the exchange of gunfire. That incident is still under investigation.